Hello, this is Brian again. Welcome to clip number 2. So that's where I came from. So the trail is going this way. So I think that left, and now we're kind of in a nice little riparian wood here. A lot of red willow. Morning. Wow, this is pretty neat. All right. Now we're back in the scrub oaks again. All right. You won't hear me complain about that. Got some coast live oaks mixing in here too, of course. Some younger trees. Here we go. Quercus dumosa popping up again. Even more. Very nice specimens of them popping up here. We're just about at Genesee already. Okay. It's an offshoot over here. The trail goes this way. I'm gonna go take a look at the offshoot. Here's a nice, beautiful scrub oak right here. Another dumosa. Wow. Look at this one. Absolutely fantastic specimen here. These things are very aesthetically pleasing. That's a nice one. Gonna see where this lays. Wow, there's a huge scrub oak in here. This is part of it right here. It's an old one. Huge old scrub oak right here. Amazing. This is part of it right here. Wow. That's incredible. That's an old one. Looks like this is going to lead up to Genesee over here. I'll just take the other trail the other way. Here's a nice old laurel sumac right here. Losma lorina. It's a nice older one here. You can tell it's oh. Very well endowed here. And this scrub oak's got some big acorns on it. Again, for scrub oak size, about almost the size of a coast live oak acorn. The only difference is the acorn's a little fatter. Look at those beautiful acorns. Beautiful acorns. The squirrels that live here are going to be happy. Squirrels are going to be loving this year. I wonder how the Quercus burbridifolia, one of the other scrub oaks, the one I usually see in the Santa Ana Mountains in Orange County, in the foothills of the other mountains. I wonder how those ones are doing this year. I know these dumosas some of them are just out of control in a good way. This one doesn't seem to be producing much here. This one individual. There are a couple here and there. Wow, man, some of these scrub oaks are just amazing. Well, they're all amazing, but some of them are just insanely endowed with old growth branches and lichens on their bark. Wow. This is actually one of the finest stands of scrub oaks I've ever seen. This is definitely the finest Quercus dumosus stand I've ever seen. But I've seen places in the foothills and lower mountains of Quercus berbertifolia, but this Quercus dumosus stand has got to be one of the finest stands I've ever seen. Especially the east part of Tecolote Canyon seems to be extremely well endowed with very beautiful scrub oaks. And of course the unrelated western poison oak changing color. I don't recognize this right here. I don't think this is a native. I heard there was a species of some type of Pea Family plant that's supposed to be deciduous, winter deciduous, from a tropical place that's supposed to be invading the this area. I think this is it. I have to go and redouble check because I forget what species it is. But I think this is it. I think this is that invasive species. Once I find it out, I'll insert the text and I'll insert the text there to say what it is. Because I remember reading about it a few months ago, and it's supposed to be in the Genesee Avenue area of Tecolote Canyon. And I think this is it. Some type of Pea Family plant from some tropical or subtropical area that is becoming invasive locally. And I see more of it coming up ahead, kind of poking out through these beautiful scrub oaks. And this is it again right here. I think this is in the Pea family, if I remember correctly. It sure looks Fabaceae. In other words, like a plant that's in the Pea family. That's what Fabaceae means. And I haven't seen much of this in Tecolote. You'll see it in our canyons occasionally. This is of course thickleaf yerba santa, Areodictyon crassifolium verticrassifolium. This is a plant you will see from coast to mid elevations in the mountains. This is pretty cool. I like these little riparian spots too. See some really dope stuff here. The trail's gonna go around this little plank. Right in this area of red willow. And of course arroyo willow. Arroyo willow's a dime a dozen here. And I don't mean that in a bad way. It smells nice over here too. This water's not as cloudy as a lot of the water is here. I think this is papyrus. I think this is actually papyrus plant right here. I think it's Cyperus papyrus, I think is the name of it. And there's more yerba santa right up here too. So I'm wondering, I know we're getting up closer towards Genesee right now. I'm wondering if passageway would be possible to get across there, or am I going to have to get in the car and drive around and park up by, I forget the name of a park. There's a park a little ways over that way. I think where I can access that side. Kind of don't want to have to drive over there if I don't have to, but kind of worry about crossing Genesee. Very pretty over here. I think I'm going to do the safe thing and drive. Kind of wary about crossing high-speed roads, but this is Genesee Avenue. Mesa College is up there. There's a BMX place, I guess, where people do stunts on their bikes. And then there's a park further up that way. And I remember correctly, I think it's off of Linda Vista Road, or near that. So I think what I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to swing back. Just get in my car and drive a little bit. I just really wanted to see this part of Tecolote, because I had never seen this part before. Gotta admit, for such a short little jaunt over here, there's a lot to offer the nature lover. Speaking of which, look at this. It looks like a coast live oak tree, doesn't it? But no, it's another Quercus dumosa. Quite luscious specimen here. Here's another big one right here. Here's a big Quercus dumosa. Wow, incredible. This is so cool. Absolutely beautiful over here. This is a really cool spot to, whoa, to walk around and, yeah, I hate that. It's a good place to walk around and just enjoy the vibe here. And here's North American, or this is North American fleabane right here. This is Erigeron canadensis. This is one of the species of horseweeds, or fleabanes. You can also call it a horseweed, because there are lots of different species of Erigeron that have showier flower heads. These are the ones that have the really small, little tiny radiate flower heads that are really hard to see on camera. You really have to look at them very closely. Again, Erigeron canadensis. It looks like a lot of the other horseweed types of Erigerons that are not native and very invasive. However, these are the native ones right here. Seem to have thinner. I think they seem to have thinner leaves and quite tall and finer inflorescences, meaning not as thick and everything like that. The inflorescences and the stems are thinner, it seems like, on Erigeron canadensis. So that's a native horseweed or fleabane. So we also have Erigeron sumatrensis and bonariensis. Those are two non-native species that pop up, especially in disturbed areas. But yeah, I'm just really loving these large scrub oak thickets here. I said that one stretch is just so charming to hike through. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go and look this one up again. I don't remember the site where I found this plant, but it is, I think the one that I read is starting to naturalize here. And I think, if I remember correctly, it's a winter-deciduous shrub, and it should be in the Pea family. Sure looks like a Pea family type of shrub. Kind of reminds me of Amorpha, the false indigo bushes, but it's definitely not that. I have yet to see Amorphas, the false indigo bushes, Amorpha californica, variety californica, or Amorpha fruticosa on my adventures here in these coastal canyons. Yep, another beautiful day in Tecolote Canyon. Yeah, I was really close to going to the mountains. I didn't go out last week either. I don't know, last week, I don't know what was wrong with me. This week, it was looking like it was going to be at least pleasantly cool in the mountains, but then they raising the temperatures all week, so the mountains are supposed to be quite warm today. So, not going there. I'll do my beautiful morning coastal canyon hikes. Here's something you sometimes see popping up here, especially after major disturbance. This is Malacothamnus falsiculatus, variety falsiculatus. It's the chaparral bush mallow, and it's not in bloom right now, so I can't show you the beautiful, lovely kind of purplish colors on the flowers. They're like miniature hibiscus flowers. They're related to hibiscus too. They're hibiscus relatives. So fortunately, that's more of like a spring and early summer type deal. So we're heading back along this beautiful shady canyon bottom. Very enchanting. These little finger canyons of Tecolote are very charming. A lot to enjoy here. Supposed to be especially a lot of red willow around here. There's a lot of red willow over in this spot. Pretty cool. I've seen them form some pretty decent-sized trees occasionally in these canyons. Sometimes they'll form some decent-sized trees with some large trunks on them. Alright, so I guess we're heading back. Okay, made a little wrong turn here. I'm supposed to be going up this way. Almost got myself caught up in the poison oak thicket. There's quite a bit of it around here. Some of them are starting to change color too. Some of them are going to turn really nice shades of red. As you can see on some of my video clips, quite beautiful when they turn color in the fall. So we're going to go back through that scrub oak tunnel. Looking forward to that portion. Here we go, back into the little scrub oak forest. Parts of Torrey Pines have some of the trails in Torrey Pines have some of these scrub oak tunnels too. So there's some pretty nice specimens in Torrey Pines. And I think they're mostly dumosas too, but there might be some acutidens there as well. It's been a while since I've been there. I'm talking about the regular part. The extension area has actually has quite a few acutidens there in the extension area. But look at this. This is the way back. This is just outstanding. I love this. I love this. I'm a big fan of oaks. For some reason, sometimes I get even more excited around scrub oaks. I don't know. I mean, look at this. They're just such pleasing looking shrubs. Just love these guys. Man. It's an enchanted little scrub oak grove here. This is so cool. Here's one of Coutadens I pointed out last week. Or not last week, last time I was here. Well, it's going to do it for my video set for this part. Be on the lookout for some more video sets from today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next venture.